Hello and welcome to the Meta Culture channel. Have you been wondering why some cultures use trees a lot or some countries or cities? In this video, I'll be talking to you about the cultural values or uses of trees. The first is shelter. It could be shelter for sun when it is hot. You just want to be under the tree to cool down or to protect yourself from rain on a rainy day when you don't have an umbrella or a house nearby to go hide. So in my culture, we use a lot of trees to hide rain. Trees are used a lot for firewood, especially for cultures where they prepare their food in traditional kitchens using a fireside or fireplace. In my culture, our dishes are time consuming to prepare them, and they even taste better when you prepare them in a traditional kitchen on a fireside, like achu, porridge, cocoyams, plantains, just to name a few. Trees are used a lot for construction as well. So the tree is eventually cut down into wood that could be used for the construction of furniture, roofs, ceilings, bridges, especially in my villages where they don't have modern bridges. They just lay a tree down across a river or a stream and people cross. Or some shelter houses or usually found in the farm. If you happen to go stay in the farm for some days, we use that for construction. Trees are used a lot for demarcations of boundaries for land. So if you have a land that you don't have the means immediately to construct a modern fence, trees could be planted around the boundary to separate your own land from that of others. Trees a lot are used for playing. In my culture, for example, it was not possible or easy to get modern play parks or grounds for children, well constructed with metallic swings and slides. So grown up as children in the village will climb on trees, will get down the trees, slide down, we will swing on the tree branches, we'll tie a rope on the tree, we use it as a swing. If we happen to go to the forest, the trees always have this little rope, we climb on it and we swing. That is a great use for trees in the village. Trees are used as well for wind protection. So if you have a house somewhere that the wind is so strong, sometimes you will see people planting trees on the side that the wind is always coming from to protect their house or whatever thing that is important for them from the strong wind. Trees are used a lot in my culture for medicinal reasons. So the leaves, the branches, or the tree barks could be harvested and cooked or pounded, and they extract the juice from it or the water from it, and we drink it or we apply it on the body for traditional treatment. Trees are used a lot, especially the branches in my culture when we're presenting certain traditional dances. You see the villagers having tree branches to dance, especially when they are installing a new phone. Trees are used a lot for compost manure. In my culture, farming is the main activity, so you see people gathering the tree leaves that have fallen off, they put it in a pile somewhere for it to decay, and they'll use it as compost manure, or they just put it in a ridge and farm with it. And the tree stalk that eventually decays or rotten is very good too. They will gather this decayed component and they use it on a ridge when they're farming, and you see the crops growing so well. So it is a good source of very organic manure. Trees a lot are being used for the production of fruits, vegetables, foodstuff, and palm wine. Yeah, so when fruit trees are being planted, they eventually bear some fruits that people harvest them and eat them. Some trees produce, like the palm trees, they'll eventually produce palm nuts, that the palm nuts will convert into palm oil. And the palm kernels from it can be eaten as well. And some trees in my culture as well, the leaves are eaten as a vegetable. So we harvest that and eat. And the palm trees, raffia palm trees, for example, the people will tap them in my village to extract or get some palm wine from it. It is very natural, which is used for traditional occasions. Yeah. Trees too are used a lot as a source of income. So for those that plant a lot of trees, they eventually sell them to people constructing houses or doing construction, or those that sell firewood, that they will bring a chainsaw, cut it, and they sell it, and they make some money out of it as a source of income. Trees are used a lot for especially in the village, for animal farming. They're helpful because the trunk of a tree is being used to tie your animal to it so that it could stay under the tree and eat the grass that is around the tree. Because when you use a regular stick, it's not strong enough and the animal could easily cut the rope and leave. So when we tie that rope attach the animal to a tree trunk, you know it's well secured and your animal could be there all day long. And for people who are doing honey farming as well, they build or they construct these boxes that they eventually put them on trees, and the bee colony will come settle in that and produce some honey. Trees, as we all know, purify the air and release a lot of oxygen while absorbing carbon dioxide. We all need the oxygen to survive. That is why when you go in areas that are so natural, or they have a lot of nature or a lot of trees, you notice that the air is so refreshing, natural, and nice as compared to areas or cities or villages or towns or countries that don't have a lot of trees. The air is great because the trees are taking off the carbon dioxide. Trees are used a lot for arts and carving. When you see a lot of these traditional drums, musical instruments, traditional instruments, some sculptures that are made from wood, which comes from the trees. Especially in my culture, for example, we have a big drum that we use for traditional dances. Some sculptures, they are being made from trees. Thank you so much for watching. Iya na wurkum ma bena wanci ben ninga zinzon ma ga bu. Chin izer kan bona. Ba zatu ba gumatu kon zer mu. Izer bon ba kon wazati na kwinu. Izer bon wazan singa noma anom ba chiyeton. Ku wazan mbanga na ba nono ba kon wazan cha ber na ka ber chir ka ber ngwan mo nu na mga ni on namba to na zer ni mbang ze sopo. Izer ba bon ba china te se wonran gutin ba ga beng ba ker wazan na chu oban ka na tirngom. And especially I think a kitchen a beng na as you jimbe na in robon and bag jimba tan jimbe bi sani si wonka akurgo no on zer atie as a chin and beg jiga be a bon chichon the chichakni is there baba yusurunga ne nap vemtable kaka komodon nap kaka wuzen baba venem on ka barakapa ne venem makarawo a yizer mbaboni v izer babonga no bana ani ga par ga manar nazar ya to bar kam ga kam ani kon zar ne ga manar acin tanaga zar na ma yusuno spa ba bon kwa tana afara abu ko kan zar ushi ko no bombe sar nang wa si so kuto nga bu wo ko kan na basar san nang am fraga wa pe ta ma gunu chu zar ba wera ninna ma mba ka anap na fima kaka as avuna ta ma ga ka na fima chero ku as fima che chodom na so ba i vuzar ninna ma nap zar ba bon zar tana kwilo bazan ba ka ba zar be farkan jima zan bana mutum kan ba titi atenno bu kubra brangat anguna ayagan tana yusa na fuba zar ba bonranga usan ba sabina bina benga ma usan na bu zo fon fi kumba kon usan fa ko rushi wajim sen e pa bo fu ka bo zar sen e bina yin samusan ba sa shirka zar ba bonranga bicin zar ba na artama zarna zar za kuyeni gab na vana ta chu mu wuron ku kai kufan zar kusan ta baka bombe ta sa tinin me gaba zar ya azar man banga abni tier me man banga kaka jeje bo na pon pon kaka ti mengu sa maraba bon wo zar bon bana ba gaba zar gaba bo zan ba kon gaba ne ba sa fa mun urfangu ka mun juna gaba ni gab uzana noni azwo turunga zar ba bon fuzan tana kwino ba konde te tingma kuma tinga gwe na zar bicin za cima zar ma osi ta ma ona pe kunya fa tana sa ka rakan bo zana ni korna bu mazar tinga kungu ga sa kurfu ne yeto na zar ana pe ku kurana e kunya mwesu ka gwe kai bana za junu bana am vuka ma ju bo te kan zar ju sai nyinga bo wacce zar ba weraran ga zar ba bon bicin ba ci fur bon won ba tong ye carbon dioxide kuyengo se cha fu chomna na ba tong ye oxygen ai won bon ga nyet ne ta juye nyer bon na ju zar ba bon ranga ba wera usana ta tomba ga ben ga ba ga bin ba ga ba nu king nu okwa kuma neng bon ba koma aye zar ba no rangu mo ke usata nani eben ja zar ba fengensi dum fati no to bob tini eben ngu makara ton manyo ko compost manyo ke zar mo be fa gusi sa bob ani ichone ishab go ban ni za kona na makaran ka na boka ngimbogun asine kwisa baba sa baba na jo zone kasar jo zone ma bena wen mo bazatu kon zar baga pasinga about kindly share the video and stay tuned for my next video. Bye for now.